Hi. Sorry, I know I'm a little bit early. I just couldn't wait to see you. Is it alright if I come in? Great. Come here. Yeah, it's only been a day, but I still missed you a bunch. It feels so strange. Just a few weeks ago, we didn't even know each other. But now I can't imagine spending more than a day apart. Does that sound clingy? No, you're sweet. Just one of the many things I like about you. So, what have you been up to? More studying? You're such a bookworm. I love it. You read for work, you read for fun. What were you reading about this time? Ooh, that's interesting. How'd you manage to dig that up? Wow, you already know your way around the library that well? If being a historian never stops paying your bills, you could easily be a librarian. Anyway, I know that sometimes when you get deep into a project that you forget to eat, so I brought you some food so we can eat together. You hungry? Oh, it's nothing fancy, just some sandwiches, fruit, and iced tea. I'm not much of a cook or anything. Aw, thank you. I did my best. Why don't you take a break and let's eat? Now, I hope you've been taking care of yourself. The fact that you forget to eat worries me. Are you drinking water? Getting enough sleep? Yeah, I know. I sound like my mother. But I mean, I care about you. I want to make sure you're in good health. Well, you need to work on that. I know what it's like to not have enough hours in the day, trust me. But if you don't get enough sleep, then you can't concentrate and you get even less done. Then you skip sleep more to try and make up for it. It's a vicious cycle. Yeah, it was when I was training to get into the city guard. I had to balance my job. At the time, I was just a shopkeeper's assistant, and all the hassles of living on my own. Now that training is actually part of my job, it seems easy, but when you're trying to do it on top of everything else, it just never feels like it's enough. The worst part is, I get really irritable when I'm tired. I would get impatient at myself and at people who tried to help me. I ended up burning a lot of bridges early on. That's why I don't have a lot of friends. It's okay though. I'm friendly with some of the other gods. And, of course, I have you. I already said it, but it blows me away how quickly we became attached to each other. It's not the sort of pairing people would assume would work. A historian and a wannabe knight. But I guess it's like they say, opposites attract. You're a deep thinker who learns about the past so you can look far into the future. You helped me see what I could be, but it comes at the expense of being in the present. As for me, I'm a lot better at being in the moment. My obsessions with my career aside, I'm good at seeing everything that's happening right now. It's part of why I'm a good guard. But for the longest time, I wasn't doing anything but be in the moment. Once my eagerness to pursue knighthood faded, I just sort of stopped moving forward. Things have just been so wonderful since we started seeing each other. I feel like a whole new person. More motivated, more excited to get up in the morning, and just happier. Meeting you is probably the best thing that ever happened to me. Well, it makes me happy to hear that you feel the same way. I guess sometimes it's just meant to be, isn't it? But you know, There was a specific reason I came here today. I wanted to check in on you first, of course, but there's something exciting I have to tell you. You guessed it. I've been accepted as a candidate to become a knight. House Belvedere held their audition yesterday. I know, I'm sorry, but they announced the date really suddenly and they weren't letting anyone in unless they were actually trying out, so I decided to wait until I got the results to tell you. No sense in both of us having anxiety about it, right? It was a lot simpler than I was expecting. Just a short interview and a sparring match. They asked me a lot of questions about the history of the Belvederes, so I definitely wouldn't have passed without you. Oh, the sparring? Well, I'm going to be honest, I actually wasn't quite as confident about that as I thought I would be. You would have thought I would actually do better with etiquette and history than fighting. You're a good influence on me. It's okay though. I just need to train some more to make up for it. Oh, no, there's quite a bit more to do. They're taking this very seriously. I think that a lot of the family are nervous about the idea of taking in a commoner, so they want to be absolutely sure they're worthy. There are going to be weekly meetings where they go over things we need to be able to do, and there'll be 2 more testing rounds, 1 each month. The next one will be a mock dinner party and one-on-one combat assessment. The last one will be a tournament. That memorization trick you taught me came in handy. It's a whole lot to remember, but I managed, somehow. You know, I was unbelievably nervous the whole time. Even at the best of times, tests really get me feeling anxious. And those nobles as well. They're not the most welcoming people, and they probably intend it to be that way. I think if I had tried this before I met you, I would have run right out of there after waiting a few minutes in line. The mounting pressure is just unbearable. But I remembered all the things you've been telling me about how I should believe in myself and how capable you think I am. I pretty much spent the whole wait just thinking about all your encouraging words, and somehow I managed to get through it. Oh, look at you blush. I'm serious though, you're a lifesaver. I really can't imagine having done this without you. If there's anything at all I can do to repay you, just tell me. Well, I could probably do that for you, but for a favour like that, you need to promise to help me study more. I may have done well up to this point, but I don't want to fall behind in the meantime. No, not right now. Right now, I think we should be celebrating. As far as I'm concerned, this is a victory for the both of us. Sure. We could charter a sailboat and head away out to sea, just the 2 of us. With a nice dinner, some wine. How does that sound to you? I know, it's not like I've actually been accepted yet, but I never thought I could possibly be this close. So, we wouldn't really be celebrating me becoming a knight. That can wait until it actually happens. Well, if it happens. We're going to be celebrating, well, us. All the things that we can accomplish together. The fact that we found each other. And it's also a thank you. You've done nothing but improve my life from the very moment we met. It's not something I think I can ever properly repay you for, but I want to try, and keep on trying. I want, in some small way, to be as good a match for you as you are for me. No, I'm serious. You're amazing. It's not like I was in a dark place before, but I wasn't really happy. You've made every day wonderful for me, just by being yourself. I want to tell you, right now, that I promise to always be there for you whenever you need me. For as long as I live, I'm going to be the best partner that I can be for you, and I'll always be putting your needs before mine. whatever happens, I love you.